Okay, my name's Adrian Thorpe. I brought a number 690 Tesla Roadster last weekend, and decided to, instead of towing it back from Washington to Toronto, I decided I was going to take the plunge and drive it back. And so far, it's been one hell of a ride. Going through the States has been fantastic, absolutely amazingly great scenery. The car's been faultless all the way through, been enjoying the car completely. It's not as refined as I thought it might first be, but it's certainly, it does the business end very, very well. It tracks absolutely amazingly, and I've really had no fatigue driving the car. Charging has been an absolute dream. There's been a fantastic network across the US for destination charges and even the campground charges, and I've really had no problems making sure I've got to the next station, even with accelerated range anxiety of my first electric car. That was my biggest concern, and I'm actually getting what I see on the ideal miles. So I'm seeing around 210, and most of the time I panic when I get to about 40, but most of the time the lowest I've gone is 200. I've gone 220 miles with 10 left, and it's been charging absolutely no fine from there. The car, as you can see, it's still in very good condition. I had to put some tires on the rear just because they were a little worn, and I didn't want to take any chances picking up punches. I did unfortunately run over a deer carcass in my first stint through Montana, yes. And the car kind of went up a bit in the air, and underneath got a little bit sticky. But other than that, that's the only adventure I've really had. Probably I've had some really good times. There's a barnstormer that was, I guess they're crop dusters, almost the same colors in black and yellow, driving down the highway. It came right next to me, and everybody driving past slowed down, taking pictures, and he literally had the wingtip was probably about 5 feet away from the car, and the two were just going down the highway together. Absolutely fantastic.
I bet you wish you had a dash cam for that.
I do actually have a dash cam, but it doesn't poke out the side.
Not far enough. Okay.
Which would have been fantastic. But yeah, I mean, everybody that's seen it loves it. I'm not used to the kind of attention that a car like this brings, but people will literally brake hard on the highway, drop back a lane, and circle back around just to have a good look at the car. Which is one of the reasons I brought it. I really like the car, and I'm glad that other people appreciate it too. I've not had any negativity on the highways. I have been driving slow, and I apologize for anybody that's passed me on the highway. 55 seems to be my sweet spot to getting the maximum amount of mileage out of this car. So I've been doing most of the highways at 55, sometimes 60, and just keeping my amps at around 40, and that's been giving my mileage that I've been looking for. Other than that, it's been a really good ride. I'm really enjoying the journey. I'm actually looking forward to getting home and having a good rest, but it's been a non-stop journey. I'm charging pretty much the same time as I'm driving. So I'll be driving for 3 hours, I'll charge for 3 hours. Unless I get lucky, like here where you can get a 70 amp charger, I can charge in literally an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I can drive again for the next 3 hours. And that makes a huge difference to transfer time. I'm planning on 6 days. I think I'll be crossing the border on Saturday afternoon into Windsor, getting back into Canada, and there I get to relax and take a nice hot bath and take a relaxing breath that I've actually made it.
Well, we all hope you make it, and I think everybody would understand the slow driving without the supercharger network behind you.
That certainly has made a difference. I mean, there is a lot of hotels with destination chargers, and I popped in, I asked them if it's okay to charge, and I explained that I'm doing a long distance journey, I'm not just like pulling up to charge. And they were fantastic. They all came out, they took pictures, and they pushed me well on my way, which was really nice to have that kind of support out there, and that kind of encouragement, which just kept me going. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it otherwise. I'd have probably just hired a trailer and towed it back to Canada, and that's not really got much of a story to it. So
yeah, now you got a story to tell, pass down, and it's, I mean, come on, going cross country in a Roadster, you're probably one of only a handful of people that have ever actually done it and pulled it off successfally. Well, I mean, you made it more than halfway. You're about 2/3 of the way.
I feel like I'm literally, once I get down past Illinois, then I'm feeling like I can just.
And I can tell you right now, between here and Detroit, you should have no problems finding anything, any place to plug in. We're pretty good on this route here. So, this was a excellent treat that just randomly pulled up tonight, And I gotta say, I know it's mostly wrapped, but the bumblebee color. I mean, this is, you know, an epic looking model. Almost said Model 3. Epic looking Roadster right here.
Well, you say randomly turned up. This stop has been one of the first. I actually planned my stops between large output chargers, and this was way up on there. And then I filled in the rest to give myself a good network to get through this. This was actually planned pretty much from the beginning.
Yeah.
One of the stops. Everyone said it was a really nice place to stop. I was hoping to be in the daytime, but obviously that didn't happen.
There's plenty to do here. So if you ever come back to Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Dells is kind of the Midwest's largest tourist area. So there's no short of anything to do. So let's get a quick look around, because this thing is beautiful. I know, I'm sorry it's kind of grainy, but I got every light amplification setting turned on as I can. This thing is a road warrior, and it's absolutely stunning. Well, thank you very much for your story, and this has made my weekend.
You're more than welcome.
I hope you have a safe drive.
Thank you very much.